It is a beautiful cold morning as I'm filming this, and you can see I've got this really, it's kind of a fun background where you can see there's this dirt road. We've got just kind of some wild around me, and it's nice and brisk and cold this morning. And as I'm standing here, and I wanted to share a message, and I wanted to share this idea to get your brain thinking a little bit differently. People will say, are you a night owl or are you a morning person? Which one are you? Are you one or the other? Why do you think you're that way? Is it just the way you're wired? I don't know if it is, because every baby comes into this world and they're not pre-programmed how to sleep or when to sleep. They just know that they need sleep. And so they'll sleep till they wake up. And then when they wake up, they eat and they go back to sleep. But over time, we start to pick one or the other. And I think that there are some rhythms that our body may be more predisposed to. But the trick is, when we have a purpose in life, we can kind of take some of that back. We can have a little more control over it. But the trick is we have to be motivated to want to accomplish what we're trying to do. So today is all about that idea of motivation. And are you excited enough about what it is you're trying to accomplish and what you're trying to do that you maybe are too excited to go to bed early? I noticed a lot of people who don't have a lot to live for. They might go to bed early because they don't have anything to do, or they might stay up really late, just wasting time, sitting in front of a TV, just killing time. And some people go out to drink or whatever they do. But what is it you're spending your time on? What is it your brain's thinking about? I know when I've had a goal, something I wanted to do, something I'm reaching for, sometimes I'll stay up and study because I'm in that zone. And then I'm not a morning person in that sense because I'm a night person. But then I'll sleep and I'll wake up early to go right back to what it is I'm doing because I'm excited about it. And so then I'm a morning person, and then I'm both. And so when we truly have a purpose, when we have a passion inside of us, and some people say, find your why. And I know that is so hard for some people because you don't have just one why. You may have a family you have to take care of. You may really like to play. You may really enjoy going out and going hunting. I just talked to someone. He was so excited because he got to go out hunting for a couple of weeks, and he hadn't been able to do that for a few years. And he got to be out in nature, enjoy, exercise, climbing up and down, got the animal, was bringing the meat home. He's got this opportunity to feed his family this cool meat that he went out and he captured the animal and took care of all the steps of that. And that really meant a lot to him. And he had that passion. So he was willing to go out and invest in that and do that. And so you may not just have one why for your life. You may have a lot of purposes. You may have a lot of goals. And the other thing that happens is sometimes this one's really big and in your face and it's all you can think about. And then it slowly fades, and that's okay. And then something else comes. The trick is to make sure that we have that stuff in our life, but then document it. What is it that you're working on? What is it you're passionate about right now? You can either just write it down and stick it to the wall. Some people love to journal every day, and they'll talk about the good things that happen, what they're thankful for, what they've accomplished. They talk about their goals and if they moved forward. I know for me personally, I like to write down some of the things I'm going to do, or I like to start the day out with a plan of what I'm going to accomplish that day. When I do that, I have all these little steps that I'm taking throughout the day that's going to help keep me moving, keep me motivated, keep me going. And as that happens, you don't sit around as much. You're not wasting your time. At the end of the day, you don't feel like you didn't accomplish anything because you look back and you're like, yep, that got done. Oh yeah, I took care of that, took care of this. All these different things all happened because you had that strategy. And that happens, the strategy usually happens when you have the big things you're trying to accomplish. And you break the big things down into littler actions. And those littler actions are the steps you're going to take throughout the day or maybe that week. And then if you're really gutsy, you go out and share that with someone and be like, hey, this week I'm going to do this. So one of my big ones, in the next 12 months, I'm trying to speak 300 times, not on the podcast. This is other speaking engagements. That's one of my big ones. And I'm going to be gutsy enough. I'm sharing it with the world. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've never spoken 300 times in 1 year in public or on podcasts or interviews or presentations or like I've done that all in the past, but not 300 in a year. So that's my big one. So now I've got the big one staring me in the face. Now I've broken it down. I've got to reach out to people. I've got to talk to people. I've got to connect with people that have those opportunities and then ask them who they know that they can connect me to. Those are the kinds of steps we need to take so that we make sure that not only do we have more passion in our lives, but we're also making the world a better place by trying to accomplish the things instead of just entertaining ourselves to death.